I made high protein, high fiber ice cream with corn. It actually tastes like cake batter. You're gonna wanna stick around for this one. It's gonna be so good. I'm going to grab my blender. The corn that we're using is frozen cooked corn. It's been sitting out, so it's thawed. If you thaw it, I feel like it's gonna blend easier. This is gonna give us sweetness and creaminess. Don't knock it till you try it. And I've got some tofu. I already used half of it. You want to use extra firm tofu, not silken tofu. Extra firm tofu has less water content. Okay, and now I'm just going to, oops. Okay, just gonna drain this a little bit. Oops, I'm just getting water everywhere. Don't mind me. And then I'm just gonna squeeze it out a little bit for good measure. It's an extra firm tofu, so it's pretty dense anyway. And then we're just gonna do about a quarter or a fifth of the block, 85 grams. About a third cup packed. Went in there with a little water. That's okay. Half a medium banana, 60 grams. It's going to give us some more creaminess. If you don't want to use banana, there are some other options of things you can use. Because of all the other ingredients and the small amount of banana we're using, it's not going to take on a banana flavor. So trust me. Some non-dairy milk using soy milk. This is a very creamy non-dairy milk. It's just soybeans and water, a lot of protein, 240 mils. You can use whatever plant-based milk you like. And then you're going to need a sweetener. And I'm going to use this monk fruit allulose blend. I'm really surprised this 0-calorie sweetener is really good, doesn't have any aftertaste. So I've been using this lately. You can use whatever sweetener you like. That's 3.5 tablespoons. We've got to get that cake battery flavor. In addition to the corn is actually going to help with that. We've got some vanilla extract, a full teaspoon. And we have some other extracts we're going to use as well. Almond extract. This is 1/8 of a teaspoon. And I'm just going to use a little less than that, a 1/16 of a teaspoon. We're also going to use, wait for it, cake batter extract. This one I got from Amazon. It's from Loanne? Anyway, whoever she is, she makes good extracts. So that's what we're going to use here. Just a little bit of these is going to go a long way. Same thing with the cake batter, 1/8 of a teaspoon. And I'm just going to use a little less than that. Don't want to go overboard with these extracts. Salt, 3/8 of a teaspoon. So it's a quarter-ish teaspoon. Now let's blend it up. I'm going to start very low. And I always say, taste before you put it in your Ninja Creami pint container, because you want to make sure it's the level of sweetness that you like, and then you can always make some adjustments. That's really good. I might even want to put a little more banana in here because it does make things really creamy. I'm adding in another 40 grams, so it's 100 grams of banana. Okay. That additional banana is going to make it sweeter as well. Oh, wow. That's really good. Wow. That is really good. I literally could add more banana and make 2 of these because I really like it in there. You really don't taste the banana if you're looking for like a pure birthday cake batter experience. I really don't taste it at all. It's because we have these extracts in here, which are powerful. Pour this into our Ninja Creami pint container. Since filming, some other taste testers weighed in and they actually did taste some banana. So if you don't want that banana flavor, you could definitely omit the extra banana. Got a little left over. That's okay. Pour it up to the max fill line here. Yeah, it's nice and thick and creamy. all those whole foods are going to give us this creaminess without using added gums and or Jello pudding mixes. If you cover it all the way, a lot of times a little hump will form just based on how it freezes. So I'm just going to put it askew like that, and that will prevent or limit that. So now you just put this in the freezer for 24 hours, and the waiting is the hardest part. I'm just keeping the lid on so as I take it to the freezer so I don't spill anything. So I'm excited to see what we got. This is what it looks like now. Make sure it's flat on the top so you don't have a problem with the blade going down. Lock it into place. I've made hundreds upon hundreds of healthy ice creams with my Ninja Creami. So if you're just getting started with yours, I have lots of tips and tricks to share. So let me know if there's anything you need help with. Okay, and we're gonna do light ice cream. Swivel it down. That's looking pretty good. Let's see what we got. Look at that creamy texture. That's nice. We don't need to respin it. Make a deep hole. That way your mix-ins get distributed throughout your ice cream. We're going to add those sprinkles in. These are vegan, of course. I also have these. I'm going to do a little of each. The dot sprinkles lose their color when mixed in. The other ones don't and are just like traditional soft rainbow sprinkles. I was so happy when I found them because most colored sprinkles aren't vegan. Takes me back to my childhood. You can't really have too many sprinkles. What am I talking about here? A little bit more. And now let's spin it again on the mix-in setting. If you enjoy healthier dessert recipes like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Lots more to come. We are definitely going to need to put some more sprinkles on top. I got my Ninja Creami a couple of years ago. I love it so much to make healthy ice creams like this. You don't have to buy ice creams from the store that may not be as healthy. Saves money in the long run. That's my justification and I'm sticking to it. I had high hopes for this ice cream scooper, but found this other one to be much better at scooping ice cream. I have a lot more Ninja Creami recipes here on the channel. Mint chip, vanilla, chocolate hazelnut, creamsicle, to name a few, all using healthy whole food ingredients like butternut squash, Japanese sweet potato, and chickpeas. Be sure to check the description for links, the recipe, and ideas for substitutions you can make. Let's taste it. That tastes just like cake batter. As you're eating it, you feel like you need some more sprinkles. I'm never going to tell. And then, of course, because you have your own ice cream shop here now, make a cone. This one definitely came out a little more soft serving, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. And then what you do is you get your sprinkles here, and then we're just going to do, you know, what you do. Get it in there. Just like when you go to the ice cream shop, it starts to melt and sometimes it doesn't always stay on exactly right. It starts to topple over. That's like half the fun of it. Do you prefer your ice cream in a cone or in a cup? I need to know. There's corn and tofu in here. I mean, come on. What are we even talking about here?